Hi everyone, welcome to my channel My Netherlands. As you all know that the school holidays have started in the Netherlands, summer holidays, and kids would want to of course go back to India and spend time with their grandparents, and of course as working parent it's going to be very difficult for us to spend 5 to 6 weeks back in India, and which is why I'm going to talk to you about the unaccompanied minor service that we have in almost all the airlines. And we just sent our son back to India for the summer vacation. He successfully landed Chennai this morning. So I thought I could share this experience with all of you so that it'll be useful for you. Probably, if not now, at least in the upcoming holidays, you can plan to send your kids. And I have also made my son to talk about his own experience and what has happened in this video, so you can share this with your kids so that they will also feel confident to go alone. We sent our son to India through Emirates. So he started from the Netherlands Amsterdam Schiphol airport and then to Dubai, and from Dubai to Chennai. So he will pretty much cover what happened from the beginning, like what happened in the airport in Amsterdam, and what happened afterwards. I would also whatever details that he has missed in the video, I will try to cover it towards the end of the video.
Hi, my name is Sanjay. I'm 11 years old. I live in the Netherlands. I'm on the way to the airport since I have a flight today. I'm traveling alone from the Netherlands to India. There's gonna be a switch. We first go to Netherlands. I'm from the Netherlands to Dubai, and then from there I have a flight to India. I'm really excited about the travel. First time going alone, so come with me on this journey. We're inside the airport now. We also just did the check-in about 15 minutes ago. So it looks like when you're in an unaccompanied flying minor, you don't need to wait in the line. You can just straightly go inside the place. Like you can just straightly go, and then you need to fill out the form there, and then you can just come back, and then they say for you to come after about 30 minutes. So now I think we still have about about 15 more minutes. So yeah, now we're going to go and eat some snacks. So your parents need to fill out a form that the people already have ready. It's about 2 forms, and then you gotta fill out the address and the people that are going to meet you at the arrival, and then also the departure, like your parents, etc. And then you also gotta fill out some other stuff that I don't know about, but my parents do. Yeah.
So now let me probably take you through the entire process. So as a first step, what you need to do is to call the particular airline. In this case, what we did is we called Emirates directly through the online booking service, and then we told them that we are planning to send our son who is 11 years old, and we told them all the details and from where to where, and all the information, like including the days in which he's traveling. And then they will kind of get all the details, and they will also ask you for information like who is going to come to the airport to drop him off at the check-in counter, and who is also going to pick him up at the arrival, whichever the airport is. So we found, we gave all the details there, and the only thing that they asked is for whoever is going to pick up at the arrival airport has to call the airlines. They gave a specific number, had to call the airlines and to inform them like 3 days before the arrival date, had to inform them about when they are going to come, and they also requested for few ID proofs and some numbers. And in our case, it was my father-in-law who went to pick him up, and he was asked to give his Aadhaar number and any other identity proof apart from Aadhaar. And the second step is we directly went to the airport. So when you go to the airport, you just have to go directly to the check-in counter. I'm sure there is going to be a huge line. In our case, there was a huge line because it was again summer holidays, beginning of summer holidays. So there were like so many people, it was super crowded. But because you have booked this service, you can directly go to the check-in counter. You don't have to wait in those lines. So you can just tell whoever, the person who's standing in front, or you can directly walk into any of the counters, and you can just tell them that you have a unaccompanied minor service booked. So you can skip the line and you can directly go, which is really awesome. And the third step was once you went there, so what happened in our case is like they had a kind of file already prepared, which had like 3 forms. One form they mentioned the name of the passenger and who is going to accompany him, and in terms of who is going to drop him off at the check-in airport and who is going to pick up. So they had asked us to again fill in all those details, and the rest of the information they said they will fill it themselves. And the second one was the declaration form. It's like a consent form that we had to fill in as a parent, that we are okay to send our son alone. So that was the second thing that we had. Apart from this, there was no other details that was requested, even in terms of our identity proofs or anything for that matter. So after this, they sent us back. So because we kind of went like 3.5 hours before, so we actually was asked to come 3.5 hours before the the departure time. So we went there earlier, and once the check-in process was all done and we left the baggage there, we just sent one suitcase with him. So and it was just one backpack for him. So we just left the luggage, and they gave us the boarding pass, and we were asked to come 1 hour later. So in that time, we went for having some snacks. I'm sure you would have seen that in the video of where Sanjay explained it as well. After that, they asked us to come at a specific time to the same place. So we went back to the check-in counter, and then we had one person who is again like a ground staff who got all the details, including the passport and all the other documents. In his case, it was passport and the RP card of Sanjay, and also few other forms that we had filled in. She had everything put inside a file, and then she introduced herself to Sanjay and also to us, and then we just said bye to him. That's the piece that you would have seen as well in the video. So after that, even while entering, like you had to scan the boarding pass, right, like any other passenger. But for him, he did not have to do that. So he went through the crew passage. So another thing that was really cool is that you can skip all the lines in this service. So he did not have to go through the security queue, and then he kind of skipped it. There was a separate queue passage through which he went, and so the security was also done. And then the passport control also, he did not go through the queue. He could skip the queue, and he could directly go to the passport control, where I think no questions were also asked because we had all the documents. And then after passport control, he went directly to the gate, and he waited there for a few minutes. So in this case, he was the first person to enter into the aircraft. So this person, the ground staff who also went, ensured that she accompanied him until he boarded the aircraft. After he boarded the aircraft, the documents were handed over to one of the crew members inside, and he had a special seat where he was able to sit, and so that the crew member can watch him all the time. He mentioned that he enjoyed the entire journey thoroughly. They were he was given special attention. There were movies that he was watching throughout, and there were snacks. Anytime he had asked for, he was given a lot of snacks and chocolates and other things. And then when he landed in Dubai, he was the last person to get out of the aircraft. So I think that's another good thing. So he had to wait until other person leave, and then he was the last person to get out of the aircraft. And then again, all the formalities in Dubai airport also happened. And the waiting room is actually, again, it was really great. He also shared a couple of pictures, which I will also attach here. So it was EK Lounge is one of the lounge of Emirates, I think, and he enjoyed his time over there as well. So they had a lot of kids actually was there. I could even see that in the picture that he had sent. So because it's one of the busiest airports, as you would know, that there were a lot of passengers like unaccompanied minors who were in that lounge at that time, and he even had a chance to play with few of the kids there, and he played PlayStation, and he said he also enjoyed the snacks that were given there. And after that, I think the second flight from Dubai to Chennai, again, he was the first person to board the aircraft, and then I think his entire flight he slept is what he told me, and but he also enjoyed that journey. And yeah, when he landed in Chennai, again, he was the last person to get out of the aircraft, and there was a ground staff that was waiting to pick him up, and also all the documents from the crew members were taken from them. And then she came through immigration. Again, all the lines were skipped, so there is a special line for unaccompanied minors which he was taken to. And even in immigration there were no questions asked. And then when in the baggage, that person, the ground staff, helped him take the big suitcase. And 1 hour before, I think before the arrival of the aircraft, my father-in-law was called from the airport, from the airlines. He was called to check if they have already reached. And once he confirmed, they mentioned where to wait, and then he came out and he saw them. In our case, we received a notification saying Sanjay has boarded the flight, and Sanjay's flight has landed in Dubai, and he got out of it, and then he boarded the next flight. So all of these updates were shared with us real time over email, which was really useful. The overall experience, to be honest, initially even we were a little skeptical because this is also new to us, but because my son was super confident, and he was also super excited to go back to India for summer vacation. Like he really wanted to go, so he was like, no, I'll definitely go, and he was super confident, and that's why we also was okay with that. But to be honest, I think it is one of the best experiences for me as a parent. I think Emirates has done a fantastic job. I hope this was informative for you, and I think this service is definitely helpful for working parents who are staying abroad, who wants to send their kids for holidays. This unaccompanied minor service is definitely helpful. And please let us know if in case you have more questions. I'll be more than happy to share your feedback, share the feedback for you. Hey, thank you so much.